on the drive. Kevin Glenn 6 for 6, 74 yards to open this third quarter. But now looking at 3rd and a yard to keep it going. 3rd and just less than a yard for John Beck. And the short yardage group. There's the push. Should be enough.
Same play they ran on the goal line. Sean Gore had that rushing touchdown. They ran him on that fly sweep, but this time he's just a decoy, and Beck follows the left side of that offensive line. Marcus Hardrick and Andre Ramsey.
Well, the first quarter was a slow start, but the Lions have traction. And now 1st and goal. Unrolling, throwing it up, and it's caught. Touchdown! First Canadian Football League touchdown for Lavage Tuine.
I like it. He is smooth and an aggressive back ball here. First of all, a little extra time for Kevin Glenn because Antoine Pruneau grabs Lumbala coming out of the backfield, but look at how aggressive Tuine is coming back to the football.
Well, they were looking for somebody to step up and make plays in these desperate times on the West Coast, and Tuine and Ernest Jackson.
Now, Tuine looks like he belongs. Ernest Jackson been around a little bit, but Tuine's just arrived. I mean, a free agent signing late July, but first game dressed and on the roster, and he looks like he belongs.
Couple of uncles with pro football on their resume. Tom Tuine, the former Edmonton Eskimo. Mark Tuine, Dallas Cowboys, or uncles. His dad, Van, was an NFLer as well. And he looks pretty good in BC Lion colors with his first CFL touchdown here on the grab from Kevin Glenn.
I'll show you the reason that a little extra time for Kevin Glenn is Antoine Pruneau is coming up the field here, and he grabs Rolly Lumbala. I think had him in coverage to the flat, realized it late here and said, oh, I got to cover this guy. That gave Glenn a second longer to throw the football, and when he does, he sees his receiver battle back for it and make the contested catch.
Short kick fielded. Tuine's made an impact, a 9-play, 85-yard touchdown drive. They've had a 90-yard touchdown drive in this game. And Kevin Glenn was perfect, 7 for 7, 82 yards in the drive.
If Pruneau doesn't grab Lumbala, he sacks Kevin Glenn. But I love how aggressive Tuine is. In his very first game, he tracks the ball nicely and catches it in front of the coverage. First touchdown for the Oregon Pride.
Henry Burris got to open things up here. Pressure on. Just throws it up. With the heat on from both Elimimian and Eric Taylor. Does it check that Jabbar Westerman was the other Lion putting the heat on number 1?
Yeah, I agree. You're right, Chris. I mean, I think Henry Burris is going to have to try and take some shots, but there's still so much time left in this game that you can't take Jonathan Williams and Roy Finch out of the process yet.
Delahunt, the lone back here in the help block. And the pass is caught, but underneath it's a short gain by Wallace Miles, and another 2 and out, something they avoided early in this game, but now back-to-back here in this third quarter.
That's what I mean. Early in the game, when they were running the ball successfully, Williams was getting 6, 7, or Finch on first down. You convert it, you move. They were moving it within the 30s, but this defense doesn't give up touchdowns. It hasn't over the last 5 games. They want to get in second and long.
Tim Brown settles under this at the 25, and they'll call the no yards. It's like James Green was there a step too quickly. Vernon, BC product out of the University of Calgary. Has been really good on the teams for Ottawa this year, but was in that 5-yard halo that time. See Moulton Hopkins back in the defense for Ottawa.
No yards. Ottawa, number 46, 15-yard penalty, first down.
And they'll call it against Pottinger, not Green, but it is 15 yards, and that'll enhance the field position for Kevin Glenn. Kevin Glenn up close to 300 yards already in this game after that sparkling start to the second half.
He looks good, and he's missing a fingernail on his throwing hand.
Manicure will take care of that.
He'll be fine. Put a glove on and let it go. He doesn't throw with a glove, and he's been playing with a glove since the first series.
Made that adjustment all right. Remember, he was playing it down, but he's playing against a team that wanted him and then decided they didn't want him. The catch for Tuanay. Well, we wondered if he was even going to come back. They really took a long look at the hand after an injury early on in this game.
Well, he hit Ernest Jackson on a deep ball in this throw, and he hit the top of his center's helmet, ripped the nail off his finger, put the glove on, and has been bang on ever since. That's a big game for the BC Lions in the fight for a playoff spot. Either the crossover or in the West.
Up to 15 touchdown passes on the year for Kevin Glenn. Antolin on the ground, and he's been good tonight.
Take a look at Kevin Glenn, and you don't put him in this category enough. 34 wins since 2011. Better than Lule, better than Durant, Ricky Ray, and Henry Burris. That's a good one. And not many consider that when they talk about Kevin Glenn.
Saw Travis Lule at halftime as he continues to chart upstairs, and it's kind of foreign territory for him to be up here. Here's Glenn looking for Jackson again. Got him again. How about Ernest Jackson?
This time he got on Brandon Thompson. They put him to the wide field. They've been putting him in the boundary against Jarrell Gavins. This time to the wide field. Try the other halfback. Brandon Thompson thought he was in great position, and he was in the hip pocket. But when you're hot, you're hot. Ernest Jackson with another one. Spectacular game already for number 9.
Another 40-yarder, 6 catches, 169 yards for Ernest Jackson on the night. Just having a chain issue on the yardsticks on the near side. They'll stretch that out. Ernest Jackson's stretched out that Redblack defense.
Well, they're staying with their man concepts, and the halfbacks, Brandon Thompson or Jarrell Gavins, are still playing press.
Hand off to Antolin, trying to get outside, and he's dragged down. That's another good play by the rookie, strong side linebacker, Antoine Pruneau.
There's my vote for outstanding rookie in the East. Asking Antoine Pruneau out of Montreal to play the Sam position. Degree of difficulty about as hard as it gets defensively. You're asked to do it all. Play the run, go on blitzes, drop into coverage, take a good back receiver in the passing game. If you're in man-to-man, it's tough to play there, and he's played excellent in that spot.
Strong side linebacker since the second half of the year. Ernest Jackson again, and this time overthrows the intended target. Kevin Glenn's getting as used to throwing to Ernest Jackson as Drew Willie did in college football when Willie and Jackson were a big tandem with the University of Buffalo.
Inside and that short side again this time. They're moving them around because if Ottawa is going to maintain this concept and play a lot of man-to-man, then they're going to go after him with Jackson. So now it's Mark Nelson's turn to say, the defensive coordinator, say, okay, we got to start mixing up. Show that press, drop into some zone. Maybe we can get a pick out of it.
Callum trying to get closer to McLaughlin, and he nails it. And with that, he has passed Mark McLaughlin. All-time scoring, Paul McCallum. After that. Trying to survive in the world of mixed martial arts. The fight is only half the struggle. Bravo's powerful new drama, Kingdom, premieres Monday at 10 Eastern. Well, another step up the ladder, and only one more rung, and that's a big one for Paul McCallum.
Yeah, he might have to play another decade to catch Louis Pasaglia, but congrats to Paul McCallum for passing Mark McLaughlin, now number 2 all-time. Most points in the Canadian Football League, and Louis Pasaglia is in the house tonight. The only player in the CFL, number 5, to play over 400 football games.
One more field goal or combination of points for McCallum, and he'll hit 3K on the odometer. Schmidt with the boot. Finch with the return. Got a block. Cuts it back against the flow and is dropped at about the 28-yard line. Well, back to the drawing board for an Ottawa team that was so explosive a week ago, scoring on 6 consecutive scoring drives, possessions.
Yeah, but I still think you got to stick with your plan at this point. This drive is very important. But Mike Gibson's got to stick with his plan. He's going empty backfield now on first down and taking Jonathan Williams and Roy Finch out of the process.
Under 5 to go, third quarter. 4-man rush underneath, and Jamil Smith is spilled by Jason.
You think to that Saskatchewan-Calgary game last week, Saskatchewan was down 24-0 in the second half, put 24 on the board. So 24 points is possible. And I know Henry Burris doesn't have a whole second half, but those are 2 explosive players. Jonathan Williams had some big runs for touchdowns. He can make a small play into a big one.
Even last night, you saw the Argos look like they were dead in the third quarter, and what a remarkable comeback that was. Except Ottawa's got to deal with the defense. It's gone 11 quarters without surrendering a touchdown. 2nd and 5. Pass is complete, and Marcus Henry has a first down. He gets bounced out by Corey Parks.
Well, that's what we talked about off the top and in the pregame show, that with the way the BC Lions have been playing defensively, was there an issue in the locker room between the offense where they started to point fingers and become divided because on a 3-game losing streak, they just weren't finding ways to win, even though Mike Benavidez's defense was not giving up a touchdown in any of those games. So we talked to the veterans, we talked to the coach. I talked to Ryan Phillips and Dante Marsh yesterday in the locker room, and they said there is absolutely no problem, and they're playing like it. Had a long discussion about defense and philosophies with Ryan Phillips and Dante Marsh. I think this team misses Dante Marsh too, by the way, and he's close. But Ryan Phillips said, hey, there's no problem. We've got the leaders in here. We're not pointing fingers. We're just trying to get it together and take a run down the stretch. Get in the playoffs. Secure that first.
A little surprised that the spot was, or they gave it for Henry. Looked like he went out at the stick, but going to be less than a yard short. And the ball spotted prop poorly. And now they'll step up. They had punt formation. Looked like they were trying to run up to the line, and they're going to let the clock run down in all likelihood here.
Just brought Tim Brown over to try and cover down some receivers over here.
And now a timeout is called.
Time Timeout, Ottawa.
They ran up to the line, and the official was still spotting the football. I don't know if that was an issue or not, but not sure they did have any intention of going ahead with that gamble. And now are they sending the offense back on the field?
Yes, they are inside of a yard, it looks like.
And it will be Burris. And the short yardage crew hunkering down. Need less than a yard. And Burris with the plunge in behind. John Gott should have it.
Solomon Elamimian just missed. He was coming over the top, and Burris hesitated a split second, then followed Gott. And if Elamimian catches him in midair, he might not get there, but he did. I mean, this was close. The tackling machine had timed this up absolutely perfect. A big step over the top and just misses him. Burris got underneath it and right in behind John Gott.
So first set of downs for Ottawa. At their 38. Four-man line. Up from Burris, who gets it out into the flat. And Payton. Elamimian's there. Williams, Johnson, all converging on the Redblack receiver.
Take a look at Solomon Elamimian's night. Past Barron Simpson tonight. And now has the Lions record for tackles in a single season. He's doing his thing. 5 games this year, he's been in double figures in tackles.
Big Hill blitzing, and the pass caught on the slant. Matt Carter inside on Ryan Phillips and into BC territory again.
Nice drop here from Kareem Smith, but this is the decision by Henry Burris. Kareem Smith, this is a change-up look to have the defensive end drop into coverage, and that's exactly where Henry Burris, the veteran, throws the football. Had that been a linebacker, probably a little while, he opens up and can make that play in the passing game. Burris recognized it was a D lineman, went right to that spot.
13 for Carter, first down for the Redblacks, and back to it, and incomplete. Out of the hands of Carter, into the hands, and then through the fingertips of Ryan Phillips, still looking for a milestone 40th career interception.
Yeah, don't think we didn't discuss that yesterday as well.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, and he said, you know, I'm due. It feels like it's going to be, when I get one, they'll come in bunches, and sitting at 39 for some time, that's one that Matt Carter had to have. I mean, that was in his stomach, a little behind him, but in his stomach. You got to secure that catch.
Then he ended up playing defense. This is the 5th time that the Redblacks have been in BC territory. 2nd and 10. Pressure. And a sidearm is caught, but at the line of scrimmage. That's all.
Henry Burris has many times in his career got out of trouble with good, strong legs, upper body that could stiff arm a player. And when you're one-on-one and he's on the roll, he has many times in his career got out of trouble here, but not with this guy. This is Solomon Elamimian running him down, and he was in trouble.
And Adam Big Hill was tracking Dobson Collins, so they punt the football away. And Tim Brown dropped at the 14-yard line here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.